Hey, it's Cassie from Curry Honda in Chicopee. You're listening to the Bax and Nagle podcast on Rock 102. Come see us at Curry Honda for the best selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Experience the best at Curry Honda. Thanks for listening.
Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 5:50 and Van Halen with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Rainy this morning, then cloudy this afternoon with a high of 63. Tomorrow, mix of sun and clouds with a high of 59. It is 53 right now in downtown Springfield.
Hollywood Trash is brought to you by Western Mass Masons. Call them for all your foundation and chimney needs.
Somehow you still care about what's happening in Hollywood. So, from Tinseltown, 3,000 miles away, it's Steve Nagle's Hollywood Trash.
Well, if you like HBO Max, you're going to have to really like it because the prices are going up. Warner Brothers Discovery's HBO Max streaming service is increasing subscription prices across all plans. The basic plan with ads will now cost $10.99 per month, while the standard plan without ads will cost $18.49 a month. Premium customers will pay $22.99 per month for no ads, 4K content, and more streaming options. Existing subscribers will see the price hike reflected in their next billing cycle. This move follows similar price increases by Disney, Netflix, and NBC Universal amid ongoing inflation concerns in the U.S.
You know, this is so funny. I was just having a conversation with my wife about how we are just simply not spending enough for all this television we're watching. And still thinking we're going to save money by paying for that and cable. So, I mean, you can never put a price tag on entertainment.
Do you have cable?
For now.
I got rid of it a long time ago.
I would be more than happy to cut the cord.
And it was probably, now I'm paying $80 a month for Wi-Fi. And one subscription service. Well,
Yeah.
two, actually, if you count Prime.
Well, thankfully, we have a network of friends, which we all share login information.
Yeah.
I know that's illegal, but they'll never catch me alive.
Yeah, but there's certain ones you can't do. Like Prime is a hard one to do. Like
True.
To share somebody, or Apple. You can't share apples unless you're like within the same home kind of thing.
So if I had two apples and gave you one apple, you couldn't have that apple?
Right. Can you imagine that?
Huh. That makes you think.
It's crazy. Let's see. Political. Well, I don't understand what's going on with the entertainment world here.
It's getting political.
It is. Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce has invested in Dorney's Park parent company Six Flags through an investment firm, Jana Partners. The investment, which amounts to 9% stake in Six Flags, valued at around $200 million, is a personal endeavor for Kelce due to his passion for amusement parks. Ooh, I wonder if we're going to have the Wood roller coaster.
Oh, yeah. That would be great.
The song all about his big giant hog. What is she comparing it to, though? That's what I want to know.
She's had a number of other options in the past. She's written songs about them, but I don't believe there's ever been any penis songs in that arsenal.
Bunny XO defended herself and her husband Jelly Roll against online attacks regarding her appearance in a playful TikTok video. The couple shared sweet moments in response to negative comments about Bunny's image in the country music scene. Bunny addressed her past struggles and transformation, emphasizing that happy people don't hate. She concluded with a message about spreading love and not judging based on appearances. Jelly Roll has undergone a significant weight loss journey, with Bunny supporting him and advocating against shallow judgments. I give the guy credit for losing weight. And,
he's dropped a ton.
But the only thing that is the concern is the map of tattoos that Jelly Roll has.
I don't think that's his primary concern.
But it kind of looks like silly putty then when your skin droops. And then now you look like you silly putty just went across the comic book pages.
The tattoos are a little longer than they had been. But I think it's if you're facing, maybe a tattoo removal or just stretched out tattoos as opposed to diabetes.
Yeah, something like that.
I'll take a stretched out tattoo.
Oh, I don't know. Diabetes sounds like a pretty fun game.
I don't believe it is.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so.
Let's do some classic rock news. How about that?
Okay.
That's political. This Phil Collins, the guy from the Center Square Grill down the street here, The Phil Collins Story, a docu-concert. An immersive musical journey will tour 50 North American cities in 2026, starting in Niagara Falls, Ontario on February 11th.
I don't believe it's the same Collins family. You're talking about Bill Collins from Center Square, not Phil Collins.
I always get those two mixed up.
Yes, Phil Collins is not nearly in as great a shape as Bill Collins.
Well, the production will feature live musicians, state-of-the-art audio projections, lighting, covering Phil's entire career from Genesis to his solo work and collaborations with Disney. Written and staged by Dean Elliott, known for the Simon & Garfunkel story, the show aims to celebrate Collins' music and inspire global audiences. Despite retiring from touring due to health issues, his music continues to resonate with fans worldwide.
Will they finally get to the real story behind Groovy Kinda Love or Studio?
I don't know if they will or not.
What about Easy Lover with Philip Bailey?
I would love to know the backstory about
There's
that.
got to be a story.
There's a backstory about every song, isn't there? I mean, Taylor Swift says that one song is only about superstitions, but everybody knows it's about Travis Kelce's hog.
Which in itself could be a superstition. You never want to walk underneath it, kind of like a ladder, or you never want to step on it, you break your mother's back.
Yes. Well, you don't want to trip over it. It's like a door snake,
Yes.
Does she use that in her little woods cabin?
I'm sure.
Keep the draft from coming in. Travis, go stand by the door.
I'm sure it's a little less drafty in the room now.
Travis, go stand by the door. It's a little chilly up in the cabin here.
Okay, babe.
And he just stands there with it hanging out, blocking the breeze coming in from the bottom. I don't know. It's
Perfect.
something I like to think about.
Don't we all?
Kanye West has reportedly lost his $14 million ranch in Wyoming due to alleged neglect. The original owners, Greg and Pam Filtner, have reclaimed the property after the rapper's poor treatment of it. While the ranch remains intact, the house has fallen into ruins, with neighbors expressing confusion over the situation. This is the third property Kanye has lost following his divorce, including his church and damaged Calabasas property.
Well, he must have had something to say.
Well, he'll have some. He doesn't have anything to say.
No?
It's always the ex-wife.
They're always a
The
lot
ex-wife always has something to say. And I'll tell
always
you,
a lot of yappity yap.
Yeah, she joked on Instagram that she was going to be like a Kate Middleton.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, she must have had something to say about that.
Oh my God, the last time I was treated like royalty was when Ray J took his Prince Albert and bucked my ham palace in that sex tape you can purchase on YouPorn for $39.95. You ever have your ham palace bucked?
No, I haven't. Caitlin?
I never got that done and dirty with your mother, Chris Kim, but we took a midnight swim and she used the blotation device.
Yes.
She was a Juilliard-trained flute uterus.
What are you trying to say?
What I'm trying to say is we enjoyed a nice big helping of Louisiana goose slit punch.
Oh, perfect.
Did you ever have Louisiana goose slit punch?
Not from Louisiana, I haven't.
It's got chicory in it. Tastes a little different than the normal goose slit punch. Are you telling me you never had Kool-Aid goose slit punch?
I have not.
Oh, yeah! And that is your Hollywood Trash on Rock 102.
Stay tuned for Bax's View from the couch.
Swapping out your tires, there's nothing like it. With eBay, you find the feel you're looking for. From smooth highway rides to grip for rough terrain. Get all the tires you need at prices you'll love. eBay, things people love.
Hey, it's Cassie from Curry Honda in Chicopee. Okay, Mom, backpacks, lunch boxes, water bottles, soccer cleats. Oh yeah, the kids! If your life feels like one giant carpool, the Honda CR-V and Honda Pilot are here to save the day. With plenty of room for teammates, snacks, and those mystery smells from the gym bags, Honda has you covered. Plus, top safety ratings mean you can focus on, did everyone actually put their shin guards on? Come visit us at Curry Honda on Memorial Drive in Chicopee or online at curryhondamass.com.
Just like the New England fall colors, Jimmy's Pub has all your vibrant favorites, like the loaded barbecue brisket bowl, the steak hibachi burrito, chicken Alfredo garlic bread, and the fried Oreos. Yep, they're the perfect treat. Enjoy these favorites while watching your favorite football team at Jimmy's Pub, Enfield Street, Enfield. It's getting cold out there, and if your windows windows are old or drafty, that cold air is slipping inside where it doesn't belong. Yankee Home windows are built to keep winter out. Tough, tightly sealed, and engineered for New England's harshest weather. They don't just look good, they protect your home where it matters most. Right now, save up to $179 on every window. Get 50% off installation and 0% interest for a year. But don't wait. Visit yankeehome.com and get started with an easy quote today. Some terms may apply. Financing subject to approval.
Hello, this is Jim Ronan from Yankee Home. At Yankee Home, every job is done right the first time. Never cattywampus.
And now, Bax's View from the Couch. Brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware, Outdoor Power Headquarters, Steel, Ego, Craftsman, Toro, DeWalt.
Hey, good morning, sports fans. How the heck are you? You know, some of you might know, last night the Bruins welcomed former team captain Brad Marchand to the TD Garden for the first time since he was traded away by the Bruins to the Florida Panthers for a 2027 conditional draft pick and 50% of his contract. An emotional homecoming in which a tearful Marchand soaked in a deluge of support from the fans. The Bruins even wove together a series of thrilling Brad Marchand highlights on the video screen, spotlighting his amazing 16-year run in a Bruins uniform. Oh, there were tears. You could feel the emotion swirling around the building, with every Bruins fan who was watching the game at home feeling the very same way. Even I, a rugged, stoic man of tempered affect, could not help but be swept up in the moment. So much so that I was able to overlook the 2 assists he had to help the Panthers and defending Stanley Cup champions win the game by a score of 4-3. Sure, it was a loss for the Bruins, and while I'm not normally a fan of that sort of thing, I could not help but think, hey, you know what? The Bruins sure do have a lot of nerve, celebrating the career of one of your most beloved players who you decided to trade away for a big fat bag of jack squat. A guy who not only spent 16 years in a Bruins uniform, but was a guy that helped the team win their first Stanley Cup in 39 years. A team captain that you traded away to a heated rival only to watch them win a Stanley Cup while you couldn't make the playoffs for the first time in a decade. And now you decided you wanted to show the guy some respect? Maybe that should have happened when he was hoping to convince Don Sweeney to give him a long-term contract extension. I'm sorry, folks. As much as I love Brad Marchand, and I do, I found myself a little disgusted by the Bruins' attempt to ignore the fact that they gave him away for virtually nothing, and they still have nothing to show for it. Now, thankfully, I'll get over this, but as of last night, I could not help but feel that maybe it's time for Don Sweeney to get traded away instead, because that would be a move that I could support. But hey, enough of my yapping. Sports brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware. What do you know about paint? Not enough. You need to talk to Colin. Colin is in the paint department in the Palmer Rockies, probably helping someone right now or about to when they open. It's time for your painting project, then it's time to call Colin. Good people, rock-solid service at every Rocky's Ace Hardware. I'm Bax. That's my view from the couch.
Rock 102, Springfield's classic rock.
Springfield's classic rock. It's just about 6:13 in Blue Oyster Cult with Bax and Nagle at Rock 102.
It is going to be rainy to start, then cloudy this afternoon with a high of 63. Tomorrow, mix of sun and clouds with a high of 59. It is 53 right now in downtown Springfield.
Your shot at winning Rush tickets is coming up later on this morning. They're coming to Mohegan Sun Arena on October 30th of 2026. Those tickets actually go on sale on the 31st of this month, this year. But we'll tell you all the details about that show and how you can win tickets.
How you can win. This weekend, I'm going to be making an appearance at the Haunted Strathmore in Russell.
This is like an official appearance or just like a private kind of thing yourself?
Well, I mean, I was asked by the police if I could show up there. Maybe it's like a sting operation. Maybe maybe it's some kind of like, maybe that's the scary haunted house part.
Have you been involved in any illegal goings-on, any chicanery that the cops should know about?
Not that I'm aware of. I mean, you know, I did park over the line when I parallel parked downtown last week.
You bastard.
I know. Well, that's about it. But no, this should be fun. They've been doing this for a couple of years now. They take that. Do you remember when I had the thing for my late wife, the big party out in the
party in the park, yeah,
Strathmore Park? They take that whole area and they turned it into like a haunted hayride thing, which is it's pretty cool. So,
wow. It's a nice big space to scare the living bejesus out of people.
Nice big space. So come on by. That starts like 6 o'clock this Friday.
You know what that space kind of reminds me of? And it's interesting that you bring this up because, it is Halloween season and they are doing like a haunted area. You ever see a movie where, say, like a guy is getting chased by a guy with a chainsaw and they run through the woods.
Yeah.
And then there's an open field. And, the guy falls like 2 or 3 times before he's finally, disemboweled in the middle of the film. That's exactly the kind of field that we're talking about.
Yeah.
It's like, it's the kind of field it's great for family fun when it's not Halloween or at night.
Yeah, when it's daytime.
Yeah, but when it's nighttime and you got a lot of ghouls and goblins out there and they're what have you, it's the kind of thing that give you some serious creeps.
Oh, especially with all the rattlesnakes in that area, too.
Rattlesnakes, the bear traps, all those punji sticks that come right out of the ground.
Oh, yeah.
And, impale you as you're trying to run away from Leatherface.
Or when you're running along or escaping from a masked murderer, you have those burr things on your pants, and you know how hard they are to get off?
Oh, they're possible.
I know. It's like they just hook right to the fabric.
And they don't come off in the wash. What they do is they want to stick into other clothing.
Yeah,
so
that's weird.
So
Isn't
terrible.
that horrible? So these are the
dangerous Velcro.
Well, this is the dangers that you're going to have to go through to go through the haunted Strathmore this weekend. I think it should be fun. They got all kinds of. I know there's at least the Hilltown stuff going on with trunk or treats and parties and things like that. But that's going on throughout Western Mass this weekend because for some reason, how does it work? How do we celebrate the Halloween now? Is it you celebrate the weekend after when it's like on a Friday? When is it?
It feels like every community's got a different standard. Some will go for Halloween's on a Friday this year.
Okay.
Some communities will keep it on that day, and then some will say, "Oh no, it's got to be in a Saturday afternoon in the middle of the day with bright sunshine."
Well, we know people that at 11:59 p.m. on Halloween going into November 1st, at Winter Wonderland time. Like that's when the Christmas trees start going
that's the changeover, but nevertheless, I mean, it's still Halloween. You still got all those Halloween decorations on your front yard. And by the way, a Santa Claus hat on that 15-foot skeleton that you bought at the Home Depot, that doesn't make it Christmassy if you put a Christmas Santa Claus hat on top of it.
I don't know. I have successfully kept that Christmas tree up in my house all year long, and different decorations going. There's a pumpkin on it right now. There will be maybe a turkey or two coming up for next month.
I have to get myself a brand new tree this year.
Why?
Because, first, a couple of reasons. One, the tree we had was ruined when our hot water heater blowed up. Okay. And so we got to get another tree. It was one of these fake pre-lit trees.
Yeah.
Like, so 36 and a half feet tall.
So you can't mix water damage with electrical stuff.
Right. It's shot. So now we need a brand new one, which is fine because my wife, I think, didn't like the fact that I bought a 10-foot tree. Like it was too big.
Well, how big? What's your ceiling size?
It's
10 feet.
They're vaulted ceilings. Yeah. I mean, they're bigger than. It's probably like I don't know, 15, 20-foot ceilings or something like that in this one room. But she always thought it just takes up too much room, and it's hard to decorate a tree that tall. And she's not entirely wrong about that. So now I got to get a brand new tree. Now I'm not going to get a real one because I'm just not going to go through the rigmarole of doing that. That's a lot of work that I don't need.
That is a lot of work you don't need.
Yeah.
And what about do you decorate the tree then? Do you put an angel at the top? Or a star?
Usually it's like a star. Or sometimes it's an angel. We got a number of different sets.
The angel on my tree always changes. 1 year it was Juice Newton for Angel of the Morning.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm No Angel. It was Greg Allman was up there. I'm No Angel.
Right.
And what's the other one? Sarah McLachlan. She was the angel. You got to change the picture up. It's the different angel every year.
Sure. Yeah, I can totally see that. Well, that's listen, I think it's good to kind of have a rotation. So it's not always the same balls that are out every year.
No. I told you, mine is decorated all year long. It's perpetually decorated.
See, some people would have a problem with that. I don't really have a problem with that because it's like, one, it's the inside of your house, not the inside of my house.
Right.
I have taken my own sweet time to remove my tree in the past, March, April, what have you. But so who am I to sit here and be critical? I would never be critical of your decision to go year-round with it.
I gave up. I gave up because it's a big pain in the ass to go downstairs and put the thing together and then put the lights on it, then put the balls on it, then take it all down a month later and then put it all back. And I'd rather just keep it up all year long. And that way, and my kid, one of my kids, like absolutely loves Christmas, so it works. It wins. It's a win-win. We got Christmas decorations all over the house.
I don't see why Christmas can't be year-round.
I have 2 trees.
2 of them?
Yeah.
Really?
One in the living room and one in the little dinette area. It's like a little mini white Christmas tree with the white lights on it.
Really?
Yeah.
That is festive.
It's a winter wonderland.
Does anyone come to your house and say, hey, dude, what's with the 2 Christmas trees?
No, they actually say they like it, but they could be silently judging me, and I don't really care.
They probably are silently judging you. I'm not judging you because I understand the effort and the work involved in taking the tree out, putting it together, decorating it, taking it apart, putting it away. 6 months later, you're thinking about where should I put the tree, and then all of a sudden you got the tree back up. It's a lot of work.
Yeah,
it's a lot of expectation.
Might as well just leave it up and let me enjoy not having to do that extra work every
for anyone.
months.
Yeah, I mean, for anyone who's critical, you've saved yourself hours and hours of work.
Well, here's what has happened to me. I don't have anybody telling me to not do that. Like, there's nobody there, which is good.
Yeah.
Like, there's nobody telling me, I don't want this in our house. You know why? Because I'm the decision maker.
You're the boss of the house.
I get to make the decisions, and my kids could care less.
Mm-hmm.
They actually prefer the decorations being up, but what kid wouldn't want Christmas decorations up 24?
It'll be interesting to see when your kids grow up, and let's say they have their own families and stuff, and they get married and they have their own husbands, whether they'll be the kind of taskmasters that, say, other wives would be and say, oh, you got to take that tree down and it's all your job.
I don't think they care. I don't think I'm raising free-range children. They pick and choose whatever they want to do.
I think it's good and very healthy to raise children with no rules.
But it's really nice not having somebody tell you, you got to take that downstairs. Guess what? I don't. It'll stay right there all year long.
It's 6:22 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102. It's 6:25 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Liam has the full forecast. That's his name.
Yes. Hey, Rock 102's Mayflower Marathon is returning 3 days prior to Thanksgiving, and you can help us raise food and cash for the open pantry. We're going to be broadcasting for 52 hours starting on Monday, November 24th at 6 a.m. and going until Wednesday the 26th at 10 a.m. from outside the South End Market at MGM Springfield. The goal this year is to fill as many trailers with non-perishable foods as we can possibly do. It all goes to the open pantry, which definitely needs your help. So start up your collection now around the neighborhood, at work, at school, at home. Donate online at rock102.com. We want to thank some of our sponsors, including Capital Moving and Storage, Arment Trucking, Xfinity, Camping World of West Hatfield, Michael's Party Rentals, MGM Springfield, and many more. To get all the details about the Mayflower Marathon, go to rock102.com, and there it will be, and you will be able to help us for this year. Can't wait.
All right.
Okay?
It's gonna be a humdinger. A humdinger.
I'm expecting more ding than hums.
I don't know. I think hums sound pretty good. But dings don't. Hey, do you want to laugh?
Yes.
All right.
In fact, I do.
It's Bax and Nagle's Joke of the Day
I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown. I amuse you.
on Rock 102,
I make you laugh.
Springfield's classic rock.
Here's a grammar joke.
Okay.
What's the difference between my parents' house and my parents' house?
I don't know. What's the difference between my parents' house and my parents' house?
My dad just died. Because it's parents with an apostrophe after the S at first, and then when it's
Of
just
course.
one parent.
It's subtle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sometimes hard to hear the punctuation.
It's a dead dad joke.
Yeah, it's good.
How do you
Yeah,
not
it's a
laugh
classic.
how do you not laugh at a dead dad joke?
Total classic.
There you go.
Bax and Nagle.
30. With Bax and Nagle on Rock 102, it's time for news brought to you by Freedom Credit Union. Freedom is yours. His local radio icon, Steve Nagle.
Thanks, Bax. Officers in South Hadley responded to the intersection of routes 202 and 33 for an accident between a car and a landscaping truck that was towing a trailer on Friday afternoon. After talking to witnesses, police said they learned that the single car driven by Megan Flannery of Chesterfield, New Hampshire, failed to stop for a red light and hit a landscaping truck in the middle of the intersection. Her car caught fire but was quickly put out. When police spoke with Flannery, who was driving with her young child in the car, they determined she was under the influence of alcohol and then arrested. That child was released into their father's custody, and Flannery now faces several charges, including operating under the influence of liquor and endangering a child while operating under the influence.
This is a terrible situation. But had that landscaper had his cones out.
Yeah, you know what? That it's the landscaper's fault.
And I don't want to put the responsibility on the landscaper, but had the cones been visible.
Shouldn't the landscaper be more aware of drunk women driving around with their children in the car?
I'm sure there are many landscapers that are quite aware of how many drunk women are on the road.
So they don't have like a mugshot of this woman, but I always like to go on Facebook just to see.
Yeah.
And before I could even type her last name fully, it said Megan Flannery, Chesterfield, New Hampshire. Like everybody else was searching for that too, because they want to. But she's not on Facebook.
She's not.
I couldn't find a matcher on Facebook.
Yeah, I would imagine this is the week she's probably going to.
Oh, I always like
take her socials down.
You think?
Well, I know I would. I mean, if I were if I were in somewhat of a legal snafu, yeah, I'd probably close my socials for a day or two.
Hey, maybe 15 hours ago, before the story came out, the profile was probably still up.
Yes.
Yeah.
But now that she's dealing with this problem, perhaps not so much.
Well, it was worth a shot. I always like saying, go into those Facebook profiles and adding them to the I Can Fix Her mugshot group.
Yeah, but you know what? You can't fix those who can't fix themselves or don't want to be fixed themselves.
I absolutely. Are you part of that group?
No.
You really should be, because it's really
It's
funny.
a Facebook page?
Yeah. It's like all these chicks like going nuts, and they're good looking women, and they're getting arrested, and then it's like all these guys like going, yeah, I can fix her. I could probably,
I've just joined, so
Yeah.
no, I'm asking me. Yes, I am over 18.
Yeah, you're over 18. Yeah, I would hope so.
Yes, I'm way over 18. Okay, and
Well,
I
there you
agree
go.
to the group rules, and now I can see what we're dealing with here.
And
Now,
you'll be approved.
now is this like kind of like one of those hot or not type of?
I don't know if it's a hot or not thing. It's more of a informational thing. Like, you see a good-looking woman, and then you find out that she did something bad, and then you're like, and then all these guys are deciding whether or not would it be worth taking on.
Yeah. The crazy part about it, I'm still waiting for my my request to be approved. There's 128,000 people.
Yeah.
Who are on this group.
Yeah.
Thinking,
well, hey,
you know what? If she were with me, we would turn this whole thing
yeah,
around.
but you're just a silent observer. You're just looking at this thing, watching the action go back and forth between the dudes.
Yeah, no,
scratching for the chick.
I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, I totally understand.
A trash truck crashed into multiple vehicles in a stone wall at the intersection of Newton and Lyman Streets in South Hadley. In a news release by South Hadley Police, officers were called on October 17th at around 10. Why are we getting all this news a week later now?
Because it's Wednesday.
Yeah.
That's the way it normally works. We get last week's news today.
2 weeks ago, last Thursday. Working for you. Anyway, officers were called
slowly
on October 17th at around 10 a.m. to a report of a multi-vehicle crash involving a truck used to haul dumpsters. Upon arrival at the intersection of Newton and Lyman Streets, officers learned that the truck was traveling southbound on Newton Street when it rear-ended a vehicle, which caused a chain reaction to hit the vehicle in front of the other. Then the truck jumped a curb and crashed into a stone wall near People's Bank. South Hadley Police issued a citation for the driver of the truck, and additional charges may be issued by the Massachusetts State Police Commercial Vehicle Enforcement Section. I was watching some TikTok video of this guy. It was a dash cam of this dump truck driver.
Right.
like going down a hill and not being able to stop, and there's a school bus like right in front, and he like narrowly misses going through the intersection, and then they tie it in with the camera on the school bus, and the school bus driver going, "Oh, he's not gonna be able to stop." Like she can see it coming down the hill. Yikes! If trucks lose their brakes like that,
nothing you can do, man. There's nothing you can do.
There was wasn't there that one that happened on Avon Mountain like 20 years ago? It was Avon Mountain. There was a dump truck that came down the hill and killed a bunch of people, smashing into them at the bottom of the hill because the truck lost its brakes. It was a horrible
terrible accident.
Yeah. Red Rose Pizzeria in downtown Springfield will reopen on Tuesday, starting November 4th, after a 4-year hiatus due to staffing shortages during the COVID-19 pandemic. Back open on Tuesday.
Well, thank goodness, because sometimes it just on a Tuesday I got a Jones for a Red Rose.
The popular restaurant, known for its pizza, really, Red Rose Pizzeria, known for its pizza. That's something.
It's known for its high-quality silverware.
I had previously closed on Tuesdays to provide a work-life balance for its employees when staffing was limited. Now, with sufficient staff, the pizzeria is ready to meet customer demand by expanding its operating days. We've been so busy Wednesday through Sunday that by opening on Tuesday, it would actually take a little pressure off the employees. That's according to Rita Caputo, the owner and manager of Red Rose. Smartest idea, because people who don't want to spend money in the restaurants at the casino go right to the Red Rose. The place is always packed.
Remember we had the discussion years ago because at the time they were building the casino, there were all these businesses saying, "Yeah, I'll get bought out by you." The Caputo family is maybe the smartest business owners in the city because they said, "You know what? We don't need MGM money because we are going to be Red Rose no matter what we do.
We're going to make our own money."
And they have blown up as far as business. I mean, they had to add an additional kitchen. When have you been in there where it's been like empty and no business? Hardly ever.
I can't remember the last time. I think maybe on a Friday afternoon, just when they opened, is when it's dead in there.
But then it's not dead.
Well, then 5 minutes later, it's full. It's a full restaurant.
It's amazing.
So, good for them.
Yeah, it's awesome. Good for them, but also good for us because I'm already starting to get hungry.
I could use a chicken parmesan right now.
Yeah.
Don't you want a 6:38 a.m. chicken parmesan?
Even that house salad I'd be happy with. I could eat that all day long, too.
Oh, the house salad.
It's really good, yeah.
Halloween candy is costing more this year as cocoa prices have surged, affecting both large retailers and local businesses like Maureen's Sweet Shop here in East Longmeadow. The price increase is largely due to a cocoa shortage caused by adverse weather conditions in West Africa, which supplies nearly 70% of the world's cocoa. This has led to significant cost hikes for chocolate, a staple of Halloween celebrations. The cocoa shortage is having a huge impact. The cost increase over the last year and a half have been 3 times what we were paying before. That's according to Maureen's Sweet Shop owner, Maureen Basile. The Sweet Shop, renowned for its handmade chocolates and confections, has been in operation for approximately 16 years. The shop is adapting to the rising costs by making bulk purchases and introducing new products. Yeah, you gotta go. Drizzled popcorn, stuff like that.
Sure.
I don't know if I always believe that when somebody says, "Well, not this person." I'm just talking about like cocoa's short this year. I think sometimes it's a ploy to raise the price on something to make everybody believe, we have this pig shortage. Bacon is going to go up. Remember, bacon went up to now it's been $7 a pound. It hasn't come down at all.
Well, I mean, when you think about it, the cocoa plant is usually imported from other parts of the world. You got high tariffs. Any number of things can affect the crop of the cocoa pod. It's possible to have less available to you. It's always possible.
It's possible, but I also think there's we can make a few extra bucks off this deal if we just tell everybody that we're really, really, really short this year.
Yeah, well, hopefully hopefully it won't have much of an effect on things like Halloween and other candy-related holidays. By the way, I saw something online. I don't even know if it's true or not.
Yeah.
There's a video going around on the TikToks of a blue cheese Reese's peanut butter cup where the peanut butter has been replaced by blue cheese.
Did AI have a hand in making this?
I hope that's the case. There's no way to know for sure whether it's one of these deep fake confections, but I'm hoping that that's exactly what it is because they should be ashamed of themselves if they are producing these things.
You think so?
Reese's peanut butter cup, as far as I'm concerned, because I don't have a peanut allergy, is one of the most outstanding, brilliant concoctions ever made.
It's got to be an AI thing. There's no way.
I don't even know how you do it. Yeah, it's got to be.
It's those two tastes aren't even remotely sort of sounding good together.
You can feel it in your mouth without having to actually taste it.
You got blue cheese in my peanut butter.
You got peanut butter.
See, that's disgusting.
Chocolate in my blue cheese.
Sounds disgusting.
Every part of it does. I'm hoping it's fake.
It is. You got to stop with the AI videos.
Some AI videos can continue.
It's getting too much. The Stephen Hawking thing. Like, how many different things can you see Stephen Hawking in?
Stephen Hawking.
Well, the Hawk.
I haven't seen him in too many of them.
Well, Stephen Hawking.
Well, like the other one I saw the other day was Mr. Rogers drinking like a 40 ounce with Eazy-E. Now, I thought that was funny. I thought I got a big chuckle out of that.
It's a chuckle to us because we know it's fake. Now, think about the generations of people who don't know that it's fake and think that that was a real thing that happened.
Listen, Easy never sat down with Mr. Rogers and drank an Old English 800 40-ounce bottle. To the best of my knowledge, that never happened.
You and I understand that.
Yes.
But I'm talking about people who have never had the experience of a Mr. Rogers, never knew. And then when they come across a video like that, they're like, oh, my God, they used to do this back in the 70s? Drinking 40s together?
Well, I mean,
there's enough people out there that'll believe anything.
I guess. I'm not buying it.
Authorities in Maine are searching for a man who made off with thousands of dollars. The cash was mistakenly left behind by its rightful owner. The Audrey LaRose was busy knitting, oblivious to the flying cash outside of the front window of the White Sails Inn. We never heard a thing. LaRose, a guest at the inn at the time, Kennebunkport police posted photos taken from a dashboard camera showing a man in a plaid shirt who stopped to confront another male who was stashing cash that wasn't his. Police then say the man in the plaid was the father of the victim. He was a young man who realized the cash he made from a sale of a vehicle and placed on the roof had blown away.
Oh, that's a big mistake.
Police say the victim's father returned to the area where his son said the money blew away and saw an individual in a solid blue shirt and brown pants taking the cash. It's just so sad to think that somebody would actually go out there and think their money and just pick it up and take it. To me, that's stealing. Okay, but if you found a bunch of money in the street, you'd probably pick it up.
Does that money have your name all over it?
It has the United States Treasury's name on it.
Well, what can you say?
Police say this is not a case of finders keepers. Given the amount of money, this is a serious crime. It's not yours. It doesn't belong to you, and you should call the police or whoever and try to get someone back there. A good Samaritan. Be a good Samaritan.
All right, but if you're irresponsible enough to leave a bag of cash on like top of your car, and you get in your car, you close the door, and you drive away with a bag of cash on the top of your roof. Are you really stealing, or are you just taking advantage of someone's negligence?
I would say taking advantage of somebody's negligence.
See?
Yeah.
That's not a crime.
I don't know. I'd want to give the money back to whoever it was, but...
But if they've driven away, Steve, and all you're left with is a big fat stack of cash, and there's no way to find that guy, and you weren't thinking about grabbing a pen and writing down his plate number.
What you gonna do now? I'm gonna go ape shiznit at the Dollar Tree. That's where I'm going.
Yeah,
I got $300.
And do you think you're going to get very far going to like the Facebook forums and say, hey, if anyone found a big fat stack of cash that blew off the top of my car, DM me?
Yeah, I don't think anybody would do that.
No one's going to do that.
Your Pioneer Valley forecast today, rainy to start, then cloudy this afternoon with a high of 63. Tomorrow, mix of sun and clouds with a high of 59. It is 53 right now in downtown Springfield. I'm Steve Nagle, and that's the news on Rock 102. Aw, yeah.
Download the Rock.
Classic Rock at 6:54 and Bad Company with Bax and Nagle at Rock 102.
It's going to be rainy this morning, but then cloudy this afternoon and a high of 63. It is 53 right now in downtown Springfield.
We are approximately an hour away from giving out some tickets to a show that most people thought would never happen. Rush is coming back for their 50-something tour at Mohegan Sun Arena, and Rock 102 wants to send you to the show. We have a pair of tickets they'll be giving away later on this morning. For all the details about the show, go to rock102.com/concerts. And from Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock.
You remember watching the Jetsons and something would malfunction on the show, and it was all supposed to be this great technology, but something would malfunction, and that would be the ear of or the ire, or whatever you want to call it, of George Jetson. Like,
yeah, right.
I'm so mad. I can't believe this thing doesn't work. You know that outage we had the other day with the Amazon services, the web services?
Yeah.
A major Amazon Web Services outage on October 20th had the unexpected side effect of causing chaos in bedrooms across the U.S. as owners of 8 Sleep's $2,000 plus pod mattress covers found their smart beds had no offline mode and were stuck at high temperatures and odd positions in the middle of the night.
Really?
Yeah. So the bed would stick in an upright position, and then the heater in the bed would be turned on because you can't turn it off because the web services are down.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. The outage began around 3 a.m. when AWS reported increased error rates and latencies. By mid-morning, Down Detector had logged more than 8 million reports of disruptions, including apps, games, and banking platforms. 8 Sleep's products rely on cloud connectivity to control temperature and track biometric data. When AWS went down, users lost access to that app that manages its water-cooled coils, leaving them stuck with whatever setting was last active.
So while you're thinking you're getting the greatest thing ever,
yeah,
one little hiccup in Amazon and you're screwed. You're sleeping on on a hot plate.
Yeah, this is the danger of everything being connected to the dryer that I bought.
Yeah.
Has the ability, you can connect it to your Wi-Fi.
Will it fold the clothes by itself from your phone when it's done with the cycle?
No, the only thing it doesn't even allow you to turn it on. The only thing it allows you to do is have an extra cycle at the end that just tumbles the clothes with no heat.
Does that seem worthless to you?
It does seem very worthless, and I'm like, why would anybody be using this to I've lived my entire life not tracking my laundry. These things would be helpful in like a laundromat.
Yeah.
If you had this technology in a laundromat where you go put your clothes into a laundromat and you can leave.
That would be great.
And then the thing tells you, hey, your clothes are almost done or your clothes are about to be done. That would be helpful. Who cares what I'm doing at my house?
The only thing that would be helpful to me in laundry would be if the phone tells me, hey, you haven't taken the towels out of the wash in 6 days. Might want to restart it.
6 days?
Well, just a hypothetical.
Do you take that long to take the clothes out?
No, typically not, but 2 days tops.
2 days.
But that's it. But that would be a good notification. That would have some sort of practical usage. What you're talking about has no use for me at all. And this whole thing with the mattress, I'm going to lose a whole night's sleep because Amazon's got some problems.
Yeah,
that doesn't make any sense to me.
It would be really interesting. Maybe we should have a conversation at some point about what people really do in their homes. You go to somebody's house and it's like nice and clean.
Yeah.
He can wait. It's like nice and clean.
Yeah.
It's not like that all the time.
No.
There's no possible way it can be that way all the time. Unless you got somebody doing it 24/7, polishing down things. My house is a cluttered mess.
Oh, yeah, mine looks like a bomb went off.
And then, if you know people are coming over, things get rearranged, and then they get,
They get hidden.
They get hidden.
So things won't get clean. They get hidden.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Why are we all lying to each other? Why can't we just show each other the slobs that we really are?
I really don't know the answer to that, Steve.
Well,
I just think that's the way human nature is.
I mean, we show everybody this mess down here.
No kidding.
Why not?
Unapologetically, too.
Right.
It's 6:59 to Rock 102.
It's back. Rock.
And now, Bax's View from the Couch. Brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware, Outdoor Power Headquarters, Steel, Ego, Craftsman, Toro, DeWalt.
Hey, good morning, sports fans. How the heck are you? Folks, let's take a moment to consider the career of former Patriot head coach Bill Belichick. Sure, he's not doing that great coaching a bunch of half-rate college football players at a school with a notoriously underwhelming program. Sure, he might have had a losing record during his last 2 seasons with the Patriots. And yeah, maybe he wasn't all that great without Tom Brady making plays and becoming the most celebrated quarterback in NFL history. However, if you ignore all that stuff and just focus on the things that did not suck during his career, then a very good case could be made that Bill Belichick is, in fact, perhaps the greatest head football coach of all time. Why am I telling you this? Because in his first year of eligibility, Bill Belichick has just been named as a finalist to be inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He, along with 11 other former NFL head coaches, are under consideration, and to the best of my knowledge, not one of them have made 12 Super Bowl appearances, nor have any of them won 8 Super Bowl rings, or have been named 3-time NFL Head Coach of the Year. None of them have accumulated 31 postseason wins, nor have any of them won 17 divisional titles as a head coach. This list includes 2-time Super Bowl winners Tom Coughlin, Mike Shanahan, and George Seifert, along with Mike Holmgren, who only won a Super Bowl once. Of course, there are other guys too, Dan Reeves, Chuck Knox, Marty Schottenheimer as well, but frankly, by comparison, all those other guys suck. Sure, they were okay for their time, but do any of them even come close to owning the amount of hardware that's sitting in Bill Belichick's curio cabinet? No, they do not. In fact, it's not even close. Between Seifert, Coughlin, Shanahan, and Holmgren, together, they don't have 8 Super Bowl rings among them, or any of those other ridiculous accomplishments that belong to Bill Belichick, and yet they're all hoping to get the nod in February when the class of 2026 is finally announced. In other words, we're about 4 months away from disappointing 11 old men, none of which are currently coaching the North Carolina Tar Heels to a losing record. But hey, enough of my yapping. Sports brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware. You got a good winter coat? Your deck wouldn't mind a good winter coat, too. That's why you go to Rocky's for Cabot Deck Stain. You know, the good stuff. The stuff has been around for over 140 years. It's available right now at your neighborhood Rocky's Ace Hardware. I'm Bax. That's my view from the couch.
Rock 102. Springfield
13 in the doors of Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Rainy this morning, then cloudy this afternoon with a high of 63. It is 54 right now in downtown Springfield.
So I got good news and I got some not so good news. The good news is Rush tickets later on this hour. That's some pretty exciting stuff coming to Mohegan Sun. I'll give you all the details about that. The not so great news, Marty Caproni is in the studio. Hey, how are you,
What are you
pal?
talking about? This is the best news ever.
If you're a Neil Peart fan, you're sorry. Sorry, I'm here.
No, there's no reason to apologize. It's great to have you. Just, compared to Rush tickets, yeah, it's not quite exactly the same plane.
Tickets are like $450. That's what they're going
crazy.
For. It's whose fault is it though? Is it the consumer's fault that we keep buying these things, that the prices are just so ridiculously high?
It's a little bit of the hands that feed type of thing. I mean, the promoters and the ticket sellers and the ticket masters and the third-party sellers, they only raise the prices because they know people will spend the money on it.
And that's the thing. Regardless of who you want to blame in this whole thing, the ultimate blame comes down to the consumer. I'll pay $450 to see almost all Rush. You're not even getting the full band.
Well, here's a question. What's your favorite band?
My favorite band would probably be Hamilton.
Joe Frank and Reynolds? They were good in their day.
Don't pull your love out on me, baby.
That's a good one.
If they were coming around, would you pay $250 to see them?
Absolutely not.
Okay. See, I agree with you. My favorite band is Pink Floyd. I love Pink Floyd. I went to see them 1994, Foxborough Stadium. I still remember. I paid, I think it was $46 at the time, which seems expensive at the time, but it was reasonable.
More realistic.
Yes.
I'm a huge Led Zeppelin fan.
Yeah.
So let's say Robert Plant and
They were going to
Jimmy
reunite.
Page,
Yeah.
get together. Maybe $150 I would spend on that.
That's
a price point that I would not go over per ticket.
That's where I am with Pink Floyd. I was going to say if they were coming back around now, $200 would probably be my top line price point for that.
Right. But did you hear like a couple weeks ago, like the head of Ticketmaster? It may have been Ticketmaster. It may
Oh,
have
you
been
mean
StubHub.
Satan? No.
Yeah, basically saying that he feels like ticket prices are actually undervalued because
I'm shocked he would have such a take.
I mean, yeah, $200. That's a steal compared to like $2,000 or $25,000 for a Taylor Swift concert ticket. It's like it's the most obscene, misunderstanding of how consumers really live.
Yeah. But they are allowed to, just like hotels and airports, to adjust the price as the demand grows or weakens.
It's like Uber when you need Uber in a city at 2:30 in the morning because it's after last call, and they have demand pricing.
Yeah, it's like $25 extra.
Yeah.
Right.
We figured out that you need it, so we can charge you more. It's gross. This is the listen. I don't want to get too political, but everyone always is arguing about socialism and capitalism and socialism and capitalism. The answer is somewhere in the middle. You know what I mean? Like, I believe in a free market, but not if you know somebody needs something or a service or whatever. Now it's like, yeah, here's the time to jack up the price because we can make more money. It seems weird to me, you know?
Well, I think it's weird how we kind of overlook some monopolies and not others. Like, I'm more than happy to bust up some monopolies, but when it comes to like a Ticketmaster, which not only owns all the tickets but also all the venues, that's okay. No one's willing to step on, take them to the Supreme Court to try to fight that kind of thing.
Because I think that's a choice. You have a choice to whether or not you want to go to a show. I see what you're saying about like necessities, items, shoes, clothes, food, whatever.
You don't think that Rush tickets are a necessity item?
No,
I tend to disagree.
I honestly, the Ticketmaster thing, one of the things that bothers me, Pearl Jam, you remember back in the day, they went so far, took it all the way to the mat against Ticketmaster. Had to make an alternative thing that the artist could choose where the tickets aren't scalped, no secondary market, whatever. But they made it so unpalatable, like the people won't do it. So you know this, you have a daughter. When Taylor Swift came around, couldn't get Taylor Swift tickets because they corrupted the system, went in and ripped them right out of your cart. And I kept saying to my daughter, listen, Taylor Swift seems like a lovely girl, don't get me wrong, but Taylor Swift is no better than any other CEO of whatever. I said she could have chose that option for her fans. She could have chose to do an extra 2 nights at Gillette and reduce demand, but she didn't because she wanted to have the first $1 billion tour. That was the thing. And all the girls were like, oh, she's a girl. She's just on the bleachers, She's the awkward girl like me. Well, guess what? Now she's banging and marrying the captain of the football team.
And she
she's
wrote a
no
song about
the
his
head
hog.
cheerleader. Right. Right. She's no different. And then all these poor exes that she wrote and trashed for whatever.
Yeah.
No one says nothing. I was like, what an evil thing.
Yeah. And when you think about it, so let's say it's $500 for Rush tickets.
Yeah.
Or let's say it's that. And you got a choice between spending $500, well, $1,000 if it's you and somebody else, or a $20 dinner and a comedy show. Seems to me there's one entertainment value that is hard to beat.
Bax, I'm happy you brought it up.
It's all tied back to local economics.
But listen, before Ticketmaster comes in and tells us we have to charge more money for this dinner and a comedy show, act now. Tickets now.
We're not held to our feet aren't held to the fire of a Ticketmaster.
Yeah, but this is like honestly the point that you remember. At one point, this was a $10 dinner and a comedy show. At one point, years and years ago, we try to keep something affordable and some semblance of an entertainment option for people who don't have the money to go way out and spend out of their means.
And you're seeing very decent talent. It's not like, we're just offering up an open mic every Thursday night. These are like comedians who are on tour. These are comedians who are working on things. These are comedians that have been in the game for years.
I alone, according to the president of Ticketmaster, am worth 39 cents. So if there is a lineup there with 78 comedians, you're going to get your money's worth. No, but that's the thing. And then the other thing I wanted to say was everybody who was like, I can't make Thursdays because I work and I got this and I got. We are clear. We've got the clearance. Saturday, we're doing the matinee show. 2 shows this week. Thursday night and
for the $20. If you reserve ahead of time, it's $25 at the door. But on Saturday, it's $25 and $30 at the door.
Now, this whole thing started from a conversation that we had. People ask me all the time, you're going to go to this show, you're going to go to that show, you're going to go to this show. Listen, I'm in bed by 8 o'clock every single night. And the idea of going to a show if it doesn't start until 10 p.m., or later is almost impossible for me to take on.
I don't want to speak too soon, but it may be the new day that we do the show.
Well, I'll tell you, the response has been pretty overwhelming, right? People seem so. Now we'll see. It's put up or shut up time. It's time to buy your tickets or not buy your tickets. You know what I mean? Don't leave us waiting till the day of the show. If you think that's what you're going to do on Saturday, get your tickets. The doors open at 4:30. 5 o'clock, people will be in there seated and everything else.
Yep.
Yeah, the food will come out around 5. And
5:15 we start the show.
Yeah, 5:15, 5:20 we start the show.
And it's over by 6.
This is exactly what I was talking about.
You're home in bed by 7:30.
No. You're going to stay for the band that's happening at the shortstop in the garage right behind there. There's a free show there.
And this is the option. So if somebody is like, look, Saturday is our night to really tie one on, well, great.
Well,
you can go watch the band.
Taiwanese food over there?
Yeah, there's hand rolls. And
I love Thai.
I like Thai.
I like Taiwan on. Yeah.
Jack Tuck Thai.
I like Chinese.
Very well.
I like Chinese too.
I like
their tiny little trees.
They only come up to your knees.
Look at all the many things they've done to impress.
Yes. They're cute and they're friendly and they're ready to please.
So yeah, that's what we got.
Well, this is a perfect idea. To do it like for the 50 and older crowds. Like all the people say, "Oh, you bought drums. You're going to start a band." Unless I can find a band that will do nothing but matinee shows in the afternoon. No,
it's not even a 50 and over thing. It's a convenience thing. Right. Even if you're under 50, you can still come to the show.
And you still got the whole night ahead of you.
Yeah.
Right. And by the way, if you go, and this is the other thing people have been saying lately, they've been like, hey, we're tired of the buffet is just pasta, meatball, salad, roll. Fair enough. We hear you. We're going to talk to Nabil about that for the Thursdays or whatever. But for the Saturday, it would sure be nice if everyone bought tickets ahead of time. We were able to say, hey, Nabil, we know we got 70 people at least locked in. So then we could say, hey, maybe, mix it up a little. Maybe some chicken cacciatore and some rice.
Some hot dogs with some ketchup on.
Yeah, there you go.
A real American meal.
Yeah.
But, but this Thursday is going to be a lot of fun. We're always looking forward to it. So that'll be good. And then we have the Saturday. So
it's 7:24 with Bax and Nagle and Marty on Rock 102. It's 7:28 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
What's his name? Liam has the full forecast for you.
Tomorrow on the show, this is exciting. It's the Thunderbird Thursday. We're going to have tickets for an upcoming game with the Thunderbirds. Saturday night, in fact.
Sweet.
So you get the tickets, the 4-pack, plus the hats, the koozies, and what have you. That's tomorrow on the show on Rock 102.
Well, there's a perfect example. I bought tickets for that Dropkick Murphys show that they got.
Sure.
$66 a piece.
See, that's
very
reasonable.
reasonable.
Right.
Yeah.
You get the game with that too?
You get the game, and you get an hour-and-a-half concert with the Dropkick Murphys in the what's the
one of the big
room?
conference rooms.
The conference room.
Look at Nate Cost. Now we got to compete with Nate. Now we're going to have to get that's a great value, $66.
For a game and a show with the Dropkick Murphys.
That's I don't know, we're going to have to do. Well, we have Nabil's concert after.
$20 a dinner and a comedy show and a hockey game. You could do that. Send everybody to Amelia Arena, the ice rink up there.
We'll have the Thunderbirds set up in the back of the show. Just doing you take a shot on a goalie or something.
But those are reasonably priced tickets.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to say. As far as affordability, if you're a family and you want to go see a game, right? You got a family of 3 or 4. You can go to the Bruins, sure. You're going to be out the door probably $600 by the time you're done with parking, tickets. That's probably not even getting food and everything else. Or you go to Thunderbirds game, you're probably not even all in for over $100, and you can probably get a hot dog and whatever.
You don't even need to be a hockey fan to enjoy all the things going on in the Thunderbirds game. There's so much going on, and it's designed that way on purpose. They know there's people that aren't hockey fans per se, but you're fans of all the other things that go on there.
They're selling the experience as opposed to when I was a kid and we went to Springfield Indians games. The excitement you had was, is my dad going to get in a fight with the guy next to him?
Yeah, see, that's all. Man, those are indelible memories that last a lifetime.
Or back before they had the safety nets up around, you just like, oh, I just watched the lady next to me die when she got hit in the face with a puck.
Yeah, see, those are fun times. Those are things you'll never forget.
Yeah.
But now they've got the landing. They're doing the shows with the Dropkick Murphys. I mean, there's a lot going on. It's only going to get better. So that's really cool stuff.
That's awesome. That's good that you're going to have them coming in.
We got news coming up next on Rock 102.
Here's your Western Mass News First Alert forecast.
4 with Bax and Nagle at Rock 102. It's time for news brought to you by Aquapump, an expert in all water supply systems from the well to the pump and into the house. His local radio icon, Steve Nagle.
Thank you, Bax.
You're very welcome, Steve.
We have to collect myself because there's stuff we can't talk about that we were just talking about off the air.
I mean, technically talk about
we could. I mean, it's not a conversation that's can't be unveiled. I mean,
well, some things can't be.
No, of course not.
But anywho, we have to get into serious things. We have to talk about this dink from Wilbraham. The suspect in the Wilbraham shelter-in-place incident now faces multiple weapons charges. We're Western Mass News is learning that investigators found that several bullets were fired through the Wilbraham home, and now we know that what the suspect is being charged with. This all dates back to October 3rd, where police responded to a call on Crane Hill Road around 7:15 a.m. The victim that was being held against their will by the suspect told police that Sholey was intoxicated and owned several firearms. Police then requested backup from the State Police Special Tactic Operations Team. After several hours, 34-year-old Nadal Adam Sholey of Wilbraham was taken into custody. The residential road was closed from that time to around 1:30 p.m., and the shelter-in-place was lifted after noon. The DA's office now sharing a total of 11 firearms were recovered from the scene, 3 of those qualifying as assault weapons. Police also found nearly 60 rifle and pistol magazines and 5,000 rounds of ammunition. How many issues of magazines can you have of pistols?
I think 1 or 2.
How many rifle magazines do you need? You get Field and Stream. You get Guns and Ammo.
NRA newsletter.
What is it?
NRA newsletter.
NRA newsletter.
Soldiers of Fortune. They still making that one? That's a good one. Yeah, I do.
You could buy the weird things out of the back. You could buy like a landmine sweeper out of the back of the magazine.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I'd look it up, but unfortunately the company has banned that kind of website, so I can't look at my monthly subscription online here.
Sholey had his dangerousness hearing October 10th in Palmer District Court, where he was ordered to be held without the right to bail. Now he's being charged with a list of crimes, including assault and battery, discharging a firearm within 500 feet of a building, violating an abuse prevention order, improper storage of a large-capacity weapon, unlicensed possession of an assault weapon, assault with a dangerous weapon, and a threat to commit a crime. I think that's the one he's fighting, the threat to commit a crime.
Yeah.
The same day of the dangerousness hearing, the suspect's mother stepped in and filed a petition asking the court to send him to a treatment facility for substance abuse. It's called Section 35 petition, and it allows a court to involuntarily commit someone to a treatment facility or substance use when their behavior poses a risk to themselves or others. The court allowed the petition, and now he's being held in a detoxification program. But still dangerous nonetheless. South Hadley police are asking for any information regarding an armed robbery that occurred on October 16th in Buttery Brook Park. Buttery Brook.
I know that park. It's on the top of Memorial Drive.
Is it Buttery?
No, but me and my buddy convinced a young kid to pee on an electric fence in that park.
That was a good idea.
That was a good idea. Investigators said a juvenile was robbed near the pickleball courts. Is that where you were peeing?
No, this is way before pickleball.
And that's how it started. And asked that if any residents have surveillance cameras at their homes in the area to check their footage. Hey, I'm Marty Caproni. It's the first pickleball court here. We're pickleballing back and forth.
I'll pick first.
Yeah. Anyone with information is asked to call South Hadley Police Officer Joshua Helms at 538-8231 or extension 6418 or via email. But they don't leave his email address there.
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't you think you'd leave that?
Yeah, you look it up.
That's the solution.
That's the solution. Yeah, go ahead and look it up.
Just look it up.
You know, they have Crime Stoppers. This is like crime if you get a minute.
When you get around to it. When you got some time.
If you get some time.
Crime slower downers.
Also in South Hadley, officers responded to the intersection of routes 202 and 33 for an accident between a car and a landscaping truck that was towing a trailer Friday afternoon. After talking to witnesses, police said they learned that the single car driven by Megan Flannery of Chesterfield, New Hampshire, failed to stop for a red light and hit the landscaping truck in the middle of the intersection. Her car caught fire, but it was quickly put out. When police spoke with Flannery, who was driving with her young child in the car, they determined that she was under the influence of alcohol and arrested. That child was released into the father's custody, and now Flannery now faces several charges, including operating under the influence of liquor and endangerment of a child while operating under the influence of liquor.
So what happens if you live in New Hampshire and that live free die stuff? You come down here all hammered.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. My dad used to do this with me all the time. It was like going on a roller coaster at Six Flags. You might hit a mailbox. You might hit a rose bush.
Did your dad ever?
You never knew what was going to happen.
And everything in between.
Everything in between.
Did your dad ever let you drive when you were like a little kid, like when he's drunk?
No, he always did the drunk driving.
Well, that's the responsible thing to do.
Yeah, my uncle. I distinctly remember my uncle putting me in his lap on Front Street in his station wagon. They had one of the station wagons where the bench seat was in the back facing behind the cars behind.
Like the Brady Bunch. Had.
Right, yeah. So there's a whole, my three cousins, me, my brother, and I distinctly remember him letting me go on his lap, sit on his lap, while he was drinking a beer, and I got to steer the wheel.
And he just did the pedals, and that was it.
Yeah, that was it. I mean, when I say little, I was like 4 or 5, maybe.
Yeah. It was.
I think he was drinking Schlitz or Peels.
Oh God.
Yeah, I still remember that. Yeah.
Well, his sophisticated palate, almost required that somebody else should take the wheel.
You just reminded me of my favorite joke.
What was that?
Why don't women drink beer at the beach?
What?
Because they get sand in their Schlitz. Wah, 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 wah. $20 dinner in a comedy show tomorrow night at the Shortstop. Yeah, it was like an adventure. We'd go pick up my sister worked at a ShopRite. She was like a cashier at a ShopRite.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe a 10-minute drive Sunday afternoon to go pick her up in the afternoon. And he would be already, 6 or 8 Budweiser, had Bud Heavies in, and he'd have it in the cup holder. And I remember there was no seatbelt. I was probably 6 or 7 years old. 6, 7 years old. And I'm rolling around in the back, not only in the seat, but then on that shelf. Remember the shelf, the back dash? The back
yeah.
Like rolling around on that. Nobody cared. There was no child endangerment back then.
They didn't even have shoulder belts. They just had a lap belt. You remember that?
Yeah, I think it was, mid-'80s they started putting the shoulder belts
We're going
in?
to make sure you don't get ejected from the car, but you're going to smash your head like a watermelon into the dash.
Do you guys are probably too young to remember this. Do you remember what car seats looked like in the 1970s?
They were monstrosities.
They were, well, no. Some of them were like it had a bar at like a think of the worst ride at Six Flags, like one of the ones that they removed. And there was a bar that came over your head.
That never quite clicked all the way.
It never clicked at all. And there was no requirement to have that thing secure with a strap.
Yeah.
Because it just was that wasn't really the important part.
That was when an amusement park, like the thrill was surviving. Like
if you could not die, that was a good day at the park.
Right. You felt it.
Yeah, right.
The thing that you were talking about, the cars, reminds me of the fact that my neighborhood, I always thought I grew up in a pretty blue-collar, middle-class neighborhood. I did. But when I think back to all the cars that me and my friends and our families had, my mom had a 71 Duster that it was my aunt's car, but someone had backed into it, so the whole right door was smushed. So the joke was we always had a one-door car. Like, we used to have to get into the car. Like, my dad was never going to fix it. My buddy Steve down the street had a Ford Pinto. That they were like a rolling firebomb.
Right.
My buddies down the street, the Keatings, I remember he had a Falcon, but the floor at one point, like one part of the floor was rusted out of it, so they had like a wood, like a cake board over it. But we used to think it was the coolest thing in the car to like pick it up because we'd be on Memorial Drive. I remember right where Bob Peon is on Memorial Drive, picking it up and looking at the ground going by and being like, that's a. When I think back that's like, that's what like middle class was.
That was the American dream.
That was the American dream, right?
We had a giant van.
Yeah,
like because there was 7 of us.
Yeah,
like all together. There was 5 kids and my parents, and so we had a big giant Ford. It was
Econoline.
I don't know if it was.
It was an
It had the windows on it.
My Uncle Larry had the station wagon upgraded to the Econoline conversion. It had a TV in it. We were like,
no, we didn't
whoa,
wow.
Look at this guy.
We had the base model with the AM radio in it.
And no air conditioning.
And there was no air conditioning in there.
Right.
Yeah. Actually, the air conditioning was that little triangle window that we had that you slide open on the bottom. And then we had that, and then we eventually had a Reliant K car.
The car of all nuns everywhere.
And a Plymouth Horizon my mother eventually got.
Totally cherry.
The Horizon.
Well, they were affordable cars at the time. Like, people couldn't. That's why they made those. They started making Reliant Ks.
Yeah, so broke-ass people could have a place, way to get to work.
Right.
Yeah.
When you become a nun, that was like the thing. They were like, you love God. God's going to take care of you. Here's a K car you can share with 9 of your friends.
Here's a car that'll get you closer to God than maybe anything else on the road.
Yeah. And they had the K car, but there was also, remember back, they used to be Dodge and Chrysler. They pretended they were 2 different companies, but they were always the same. It's like Chevy and they would, so there was a Reliant K car, but then there was the Dodge version of that, and I can never remember the name, if anyone remembers it. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It was that square car. Same. I can picture it in my head. The square little car. I think it was a 4-cylinder.
Wasn't a Granada, was it?
No, but another. Yeah, right in that
was
wheel.
A Chrysler product. Yeah, that was a.
Yeah, but they used to have. You could get a Chrysler or you could get a Dodge. So like the Horizon was like was that Dodge or Chrysler?
The Horizon was a Chrysler product.
Right. So the Dodge version was the Charger, but this is the not cool era of the Charger, like the not cool era of the Mustang. Do you remember when they smushed the Mustang down into like a
try to make it more like a family vehicle?
We should do an interview with Mike Quincy about the old cars. And just start talking about, hey, what's your favorite reliability on an 86 Horizon? Or an 83 Green Granada? Huh?
I don't know. Don't you think because I'm looking at the Dodges of the 70s. I'm seeing everything from the Dodge Dart to the Dodge Monaco to the Charger to the Aspen. Maybe it's the Aspen. Was that because that wasn't really a terrific car. That was like a real base custom family vehicle.
You got to Google Reliant K car, and then you got to see if it offers up the
Dodge Omni. That was one of them.
Oh, the Omni.
There you go. Yeah, St. Regis. That was for you highfalutin city slickers over there. Yeah.
You know what's crazy though? Like you're talking about, the air conditioning was like a legit luxury. Power locks, power doors, you rarely saw.
Never saw it.
Right. Nowadays, you get in a car and you're like, what do you mean this only has 2 zones for climate control? What kind of paltry?
What is this hand crank to open up the windows? What is that?
What is this trickery?
I haven't seen that. But yet we all still use this as a sign language to roll down your window. Like that old people are like, roll down your window, and we do the hand motion of rolling down the window.
So the car you're thinking of, that was the K car version of the Dodge, was the Aries.
Yes.
The Dodge Aries, 1981.
Yes.
What about the Aspen?
The Dodge Aries was known as the K car.
What about the Diplomat?
That was a totally choice car.
Dodge Omni was the same as the Plymouth Horizon. The Dodge Aspen was the same as the Reliant. So there you go.
There you go.
We sorted it all out. I'm glad we got to the hard-hitting news this hour. It's going to be cloudy this morning with a high of 63. Tomorrow, sunny with a high of 59. It's 54 right now in downtown Springfield. I'm Steve Nagle, and that's the news on Rock 102.
Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 7:54. And Rush with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
54 in downtown Springfield.
Now, interesting that I would play Rush at this particular juncture of the show, because as you know, Rush is coming to Mohegan Sun on October 30th of 2026. So we're giving you plenty of time to prepare yourselves and get ready. Tickets go on sale on the 31st of October of this year at noon. But the show will actually happen a year from now. So
all right,
there you go. So think about that. And we happen to have a pair of tickets to the 10th caller at 293-1021. Good luck to you.
What? Rush tickets?
Big
Rush
money.
tickets.
Big money.
That's right. With Getty and Alex, Annika Niles, who, by the way, is a phenomenal drummer. So
she's the new Neil Peart.
She is. She's very, very good. Go down that rabbit hole. You'll say, oh, no problem. She'll handle this. Oh, yeah. Okay. No problem. Very skilled.
Swedish or something, right?
German.
Oh, yeah, you can't.
Yeah, and you know how the Germans are.
Yeah, they're precision.
I think she's German. Something like that.
You could set a watch to them.
You probably could. Huh?
She looks a little German.
Yeah. Well, either way.
Well,
every time you talk, I wait for a punchline because nothing serious with you. You're like, she looks a little German. I'm like, here it comes, something about strudelicing. I'm waiting for it.
It just reminded me of Spaceballs when they're like, "What? That's funny. She doesn't look Jewish." Druidia.
It's 7:56 on Rock 102.
And now, Bax's View from the Couch. Brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware, Outdoor Power Headquarters, Steel, Ego, Craftsman, Toro, DeWalt.
Hey, good morning, sports fans. How the heck are you? As some of you may know, last night the Bruins welcomed former team captain Brad Marchand to the TD Garden for the first time since he was traded away by the Bruins to the Florida Panthers for a 2027 conditional draft pick and 50% of his contract. It was an emotional homecoming in which a tearful Marchand soaked in a deluge of support from the Boston fans. The Bruins even wove together a series of thrilling Brad Marchand highlights on the video screen, spotlighting his amazing 16 years in a Bruins uniform. Oh, there were tears. You could feel the emotions swirling around the building with every Bruins fan at home watching the game and also in tears. Even I, a rugged, stoic man of tempered affect, could not help but get swept up in the moment. So much so that I was able to overlook the 2 assists he had to help the Panthers and defending Stanley Cup champions win the game by a score of 4-3. Sure, it was a loss for the Bruins, and while I'm not normally a fan of that sort of thing, I could not help but think, you know what? The Bruins sure do have a hell of a lot of nerve, celebrating the career of one of the most beloved players who you decided to trade for a big fat bag of jack squat. A guy who not only spent 16 years in a Bruins uniform, but a guy that helped your team win the Stanley Cup for the first time in 39 years. A team captain that you traded away to a heated rival only to watch them win a Stanley Cup while you couldn't make the playoffs for the first time in a decade. And now you decided you want to show the guy some respect? Maybe you should have that should have happened when he was trying to convince Don Sweeney to give him a long-term contract extension. I'm sorry, folks. As much as I love Brad Marchand, and I do, I found myself a little disgusted by the Bruins' attempt to ignore the fact that they gave him away for virtually nothing to a rival, and they still have nothing to show for it. Now, thankfully, I'm going to get over this, but as of last night, I could not help but feel that maybe it's time for Don Sweeney to get traded instead, because that would be a move I think we could all support. But hey, enough of my yapping. Sports brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware. What do you know about paint? You need to talk to Colin. Colin is in the paint department at the Palmer Rockies, probably helping someone right now with their painting project. When it's time for your painting project, Colin's the guy to see. Good people, rock-solid service at every Rocky's Ace Hardware. I'm Bax. That's my view from the couch. Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 8:10 in Fleetwood Mac with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
It's going to be a wet one this morning, but then drying up this afternoon and a high of 63. It is 53 right now in downtown Springfield.
We already gave away the Rush ticket, so if you're still calling thinking that it's taken us at least 15 minutes to count to the number 10, sorry, you'll have to wait for tomorrow's big contest when it's a Thunderbird Thursday.
Oh, Thunderbird Thursday.
I know, 2 days in a row.
All right.
All right.
Now, if everyone that loses, we just push them over to the Thursday comedy and dinner show for $20. That'd be great.
Yeah, we're the Overflow restaurant.
Yeah, right.
We're like the Olive Garden.
Oh, you lost, but you still want to be a winner? Well, have we got a deal for you?
There are no losers in the $20 dinner and a comedy show.
I mean, there's Steve and I, but we're on stage, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, that's not the same.
We're beautiful losers.
Yes.
Yeah, on the inside. Yeah, right. The outside, not so much, but on the inside, sure.
Well, Steve's doing good on the outside. You know? He's working out. You look good.
You just celebrated a birthday. Happy belated birthday to you.
Thank you. It was super fun. I spent that Bay State.
It sounds like it. Yeah, it sounds like a great time.
I just picked up an extra workout for the week.
Well, what's your workout?
Well, yesterday I went and I just worked off to the side on my own stuff, rather than have somebody instruct me to do it.
Oh.
So then I was like doing all this crazy stuff, like lifting things. And it's like, maybe I'm getting a little too old to be doing this stuff.
I mean, it sounds exhausting to me and probably Bax, and that's when you know you're really old, when someone's telling you workout stories and you're like, yeah I walked.
You walked.
That's me.
From here to the parking lot.
From here to the fridge.
When I parked at Bay State, I actually parked in the far back lot because I was like, well, this will be a nice walk. And then halfway through the walk, I was like, this is a terrible idea. I'm already sweating.
See, I like to walk to the valet service and back because it's a great way to stay in shape.
It is, yes.
See, do you find, like I find myself, when I go to like a Walmart or something like that, I park the farthest away. Because you're going to be walking anyway. You might as well why wait 10, 15 minutes looking for a parking space up close to the building?
That's the thing with Christmas shopping that drives me crazy is people who, I used to go with my buddy Oni. Yeah. We go and he would have to get a close spot. And I was like, you run marathons. I was in decent shape. It was like, rather than spending this 20 minutes waiting for us, let's just park in the farthest place and walk.
It's the easiest thing to do, and then you know exactly where your car is when you come out.
Right.
And so what? If it's cold, it's only for a few minutes.
You do, unless it's a Holyoke Mall, in which case your car might not be there when you come out,
Well, I don't mean to invalidate myself in this conversation, but I actually have a very good knack of finding the sweet spot
that guy?
In a parking lot.
Do you say, Hail Mary, full of grace, help me find a parking space?
Yes, I do.
And then all of a sudden one just opens up.
Yes, blessed is the fruit of that.
Right. Jesus. All that Catholic training, all those years, it can be good for something.
I don't know what it is. If the spot is going to open, it's going to open for me. I've always had pretty good luck. I'd say good like 75% of the time. I'm not that far from the front door.
Do you do it by looking at the faces of the people walking to their cars and determining how far their walk is, or are they just getting something out of the car?
I look for the person that is the most winded just walking out the front door.
Well,
and
good.
They didn't go for a mile away.
Yeah. I remember watching a report years ago about holiday shopping and the parking situation.
Yeah.
7 minutes on average. If you just wait somewhere for 7 minutes, somebody will eventually come out and move from one of those upfront parking spaces. But again, 7 minutes, you could have already walked into the mall by parking in the furthest spot away.
You'd be checking out by that point.
Right.
You can walk a half mile in 7 minutes.
Yeah, it's ridiculous the way people fight over parking spaces. Is it Costco? I was at Costco the other day.
Oh, the worst for parking.
What? But it's not if you just park around the back of the building. If you park around the back of the building, you just got to walk. It's no big deal. You're going to be walking around the store anyway.
That parking lot's like Lord of the Flies, though. You know what I mean? It's literally people are just trying to get a cart.
Oh, they're fighting.
Oh, yeah.
They're fighting over the parking space.
Well, look at that story that happened the other day. Mark Sanchez used to be a quarterback for the Jets, right? He gets involved in a stabbing incident over a parking space.
Yeah.
Him and a truck driver. Truck driver is 69 years old. They're arguing over the space. Sanchez climbs into his truck
to move
it. To move it. All of a sudden, the truck driver is stabbing him in the gut. He's pounding the living bejesus out of this 69-year-old guy. And they're claiming, all of a sudden, because of this incident, no one's talking about the butt fumble anymore. It's the stupidest thing that Mark Sanchez is ever a part of.
It's pretty impressive that would have been your legacy, and then you're like, no, hold my beer. I can do
I'm not
something
done
stupider.
yet.
That could have been my legacy.
Yeah.
But it's not.
But if I were ever at a situation where it's me and another guy in a parking space, I would concede and say, you take the spot. I would not climb into his car
Because
and beat the living
he's
shiznit
a
out of him.
multi-millionaire. It's like, why don't you leave the car in the fire zone and pay the ticket? What do you care? You're rich. Do rich guy stuff.
I don't know. I don't. To me, that's taking it way too far.
It's the principle.
It's like the Louis C.K. bit where he rents the car at the airport and he realizes, like, I don't have time to return the car. He goes, I didn't think it was an option, but I decided I would just leave it. He left it in the tow zone. He called the rental car guy. He goes, yeah. And the guy goes, you need to return it. He goes, well, about that, I'm getting on the plane right now. So if you want your car, here's where it is. The keys are in it, and it's running. And he's like, and they just did it. And I was like, yeah, that's
the way to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Did
he at least fill the gas tank? That's the courteous thing to do.
I don't care about things, but I would like to be rich for the ability to do things like eliminating aggravation like that. Like, worst case scenario for him, they would be like, well, we're going to charge you the price of the entire car. And you'd be like, go ahead. I made $300,000 doing the show tonight, and it's a $20,000 rental. Knock yourself out.
I'm still on the up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go.
Well, I think the important thing we get out of this is that at the shortstop, there is ample parking for everybody who needs it for the show.
A man could really
Thursday
spread
and
out that
Saturday.
parking lot.
They got a lot of stuff going on at the shortstop this week. They got Friday night. They got a Halloween party going on there.
Oh, they got a Halloween, like a legit Halloween, like where with the costume and stuff.
An absolutely legit Halloween party, and there's prizes and stuff that they got for that.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that's pretty good. Well, and then Saturday they got us.
Saturday.
Tomorrow they got us. People, get your tickets now, please, for tomorrow and Saturday.
Yeah, we just need the head count.
Yeah.
Even if you just want to tell me that you're going to show up. You don't have to pay me right now. You can just tell me, hey, I want to show up to the show on Thursday night.
Yeah, shoot you a message on Facebook or whatever, or me. You can, you know what? You could. I'm going to regret this, but you can shoot me a message on Instagram or Facebook too, or a text and say,
"Oh boy, here it goes."
Yeah.
Yeah, they got the Halloween ball on Friday in the garage. So it's a 21 plus event.
Nice.
And then Saturday is us at 4:30.
Yeah.
5 o'clock. 4:30 doors open for that. Sunday they have Avalon Red. That's another free band in the garage.
See, that's all. Yeah, they got everything there.
And they got a kids Halloween costume party next Friday on Halloween.
Kids?
Yeah,
little kids.
2 to 8 p.m.
So they got like the adult ones where people dress up like
the slutty nun.
Yeah, exactly.
That kind of thing.
Yeah.
The hot nurse.
Yeah. And then the hot nurse. What's your all-time favorite top 3 slutty Halloween costumes?
I'm not a big fan of the slutty costume. If
What?
you believe that.
What?
I know.
Why are you not?
Are you even American?
I'm more of someone who's showing creativity. Show me creativity. I'm more impressed with that than if you're the hot nun. Maybe it's because I'm an old man and don't care anymore.
I like ones that show cavity. I like that. That's
you
more,
want a cavity.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
Cavity.
Yeah. So not the hot dentist you're talking about.
No.
Different cavity.
Hygienist.
A different cavity.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I like a hot nurse costume. I like a hot maid costume.
Yeah, that's good.
But you're taking your life in your hands right now with immigration wearing that. I like.
You like the hot landscaper is what you like.
I like.
That's a good costume.
I'll tell you one that never gets old in my eyes. And I still remember because one of my friends wore it when she was like 20. And I was like, I remember being like, that is a great balance between creativity, nostalgia, and sluttiness. And it was the I Dream a Genie costume.
Oh, yeah. That's hard to fight.
You can't.
I mean, unless you look so far unlike Barbara Eden that's really you're pushing the limits of that.
That's the caveat, right?
Yeah.
You need to have the body to wear the outfit. You're
There's a sexy nun costume, sexy adult firefighter costume,
Sure.
Sexy police officer costume,
hot cop.
Hot cop. Yeah, that's a classic, an all-timer.
Sexy nun. I never really found that to be
Me neither.
quite the fetish.
I went to Catholic
the
school.
nun fetish.
Well, you in particular, yeah.
Adult fierce feline catsuit costume. That's
Meow.
Meow is right. Queen of Hearts costume.
Yeah, that's all right.
What about special? They're all police officers and nurses. What's
Guys, we're missing an opportunity right here.
Doing what?
Here's we're missing an opportunity.
Yeah.
We could have some type of, maybe not contest, but some type of award. You know what I'm saying? Like if they submit,
Well,
like
we can do that for next Thursday.
That's what I'm saying, for next Thursday.
Right the day
We'll give
before
you a
Halloween.
free. Here you go. You submit it to Steve or one of us. We'll give you a pair of tickets for the what do you call it? Sluttiest? Can I say that? You said it right.
Most provocative. That's
Most
a way.
provocative.
That's a way of not saying sluttiest and insulting.
Slutty's
we
a
don't
word.
want you to look like a whore.
Sexy pirate. You can sexy witch.
Yeah.
That's a sexy. How about a sexy jailbird?
Sexy witch is a terrible idea because you need the nose and the mole and everything to be the witch.
There's certain professions though that just don't mix with the sexy Halloween costume, like the sexy phlebotomist. You're not going to get too many people dressing up like
Sexy
that.
Jehovah Witness. You're
Yeah,
still
you're
not
not
opening
gonna
the
get-
door.
you're not gonna get
Still
that.
not opening the door.
You don't know that. The sexy Jehovah's Witness?
Sexy solar.
Do you have 45 minutes of your time that I can speak to you?
Sexy solar panel door-to-door lady.
Yeah.
You're not opening the door.
Yeah.
I don't have the time.
How about the window guy?
Yeah.
Ooh, I got this heat lamp. Look at this. I put it right up to the pane. You can't feel the heat on the other side.
Sexy, we can do your gutters and your roof.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we can. And I love Dave Miner, but you don't want to put him in that outfit.
No,
you know what I mean?
I don't think he wants to be in that outfit.
We could do like sexy versions of all the open line people. What about sexy Hawkman?
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Mr. Nagle.
Mr. Nagle.
Just a giant phallus hanging all the way down out of the chair.
Yeah, sexy,
Mr. Nagle.
Sexy Vince the plumber.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, that would be.
Ooh,
Think about the
that-
shout outs that day.
Shout out to Plimpton Hills.
the sexy Billy Bob chef costume
Oh,
down
yeah.
at Bay State.
Yeah.
What else could you do?
The sexy macadamian. That'll put a cast on everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to know, you guys, if this was gonna be sexy enough for you.
Sexy Mike Jones.
Mike Jones. Yeah, you could be Mike Jones for Halloween. Sexy Mike Jones. What does a sexy Mike Jones consist of?
I don't know. I'm going to assume a guy who never gets out of the house.
All right.
It's 8:24 on Rock 102. It's 8:27 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
It was 8:26. You do it all the time. You
What?
always-
It's 8:27.
Yeah, now it is. But when you said 8:27, it was still 8:26. You do that. You try to- it's not-
59 seconds.
But you're not going to get to the
Oh.
time isn't going to speed up by saying the next minute, even when it's not the next minute.
My clock said 8:27. That's why I said it. So there you go.
We're on the wrong clock.
Well, then get with the times.
What time is it now?
It's still 8:27.
What time is it now?
Still 8:27.
What time is it right now?
It's 8:29 over here. It's 8:29.
Okay. See? Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Rock 102's Mayflower Marathon is coming back 3 days prior to Thanksgiving. Steve and I will be broadcasting for 52 hours in a row from 6 a.m. Monday, November 24th to Wednesday the 26th, just outside the South End Market at MGM Springfield. The goal this year is to fill as many trailers as is humanly possible with non-perishable food donations for the open pantry. They need your help desperately right now. Start your collection up at work, at school, around the neighborhood, or at home. You can donate online at rock102.com as well. Thanks to our sponsors, including Capital Moving and Storage, Arment Trucking, Xfinity, Camping World of West Hatfield, Michael's Party Rentals, MGM Springfield, and many others. To get all the details on how you can help and who else is sponsoring the event, go to rock102.com. The Mayflower Marathon coming up very soon in a matter of weeks on Rock 102.
It's pretty weird how that's coming around again.
It is.
It's very quick. It's be here in about a month.
It's like we do this every year.
It is, but it's like that's how I measure my years now.
Yeah, I don't measure it by birthdays or by January 1st.
Yeah.
Just by my Mayflower Marathon.
But semi-trucks full of food.
Yeah, well, hey, I guess that's a better way than celebrating the New Year by getting blasted at some party,
Yeah.
hotel somewhere.
Now we
Yeah.
look at it as the years we used to get blasted at the Mayflower Marathon.
Ah, those were the days.
Those were the fun
I
days.
can't even think about to even think about how I felt the next morning after those nights.
Oh yeah,
Makes me sick to my stomach.
We could
Just
do
thinking about the feeling of the hangover and still having to go 2 more days.
do a contest.
What?
Like you can't drink anymore, right? I mean, it's too much. But what about like edibles or something like that?
How many edibles can you shove in your mouth?
Yeah, I don't know if that's a better idea either.
It's probably a terrible idea.
We have these things called lawyers that prevent us from doing these contests, from doing this thing.
Yeah, we're now at the statute of limitations now that we're talking about something that may have happened like 18 years ago.
We can't even do, because of bad players in the industry.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to do, we can't do eating contests anymore because it's too dangerous. Remember that lady died from holding her urine in
the water thing
for
Nintendo.
the Wii thing.
Yeah,
that ruined that whole perception of contests. And then she drowned. She drowned in her own in her water. She drank so much water, she was trying to retain it. She drowned.
So
it's crazy.
Well, I was just thinking, something we should do. We got to come up with some kind of fun little game to do for the marathon. You got to do something that makes it interesting.
It's already interesting.
It is interesting.
Let's get a severe alcoholic who can do shot every time you bring at least $20 worth of food. This guy does a shot of Jägermeister.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like that.
And we'll see how long he can stand.
Or you do it and you put him on one of these an industrial scale, and if he hits a certain weight, he falls into a vat of whatever.
What is
ketchup?
What is Tim Rook doing that those couple of days during the marathon?
It's 8:31. News is next to Rock 102. 8:34 with Bax and Nagle and Rock 102. It's time for news brought to you by Kluwitz Appliances. Save big on all appliances every day at Kluwitz. Here's local radio icon Steve Nagle.
Well, thanks, Bax.
Oh, you're welcome, Steve.
Sorry, we were just doing our own little
research.
eHarmony.com back here in the behind the scenes. I didn't have any stories ready.
Oh, really?
We were swiping left and swiping right.
Oh, yeah.
The Tinder. Hey, your Halloween candy is going to be really expensive this year. Halloween candy is costing more as cocoa prices have surged, affecting both large retailers and local businesses like Maureen's Sweet Shop in East Longmeadow. The price increases are largely due to a cocoa shortage caused by adverse weather conditions in West Africa, which supplies nearly 70% of the world's cocoa. This has led to significant cost hikes for chocolate, a staple of Halloween celebrations.
It
is getting pretty expensive.
It's going to be a lot of really upset husbands.
We're going to be stuck eating Jolly Ranchers and candy corn and Necco wafers.
I like a good Necco wafer.
I'm not a big fan of the black ones.
I like
the black gross.
Ones, yeah.
I like the sour candies. I like the Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, okay.
You like those?
Warheads.
Oh, you just made my mouth do the thing.
I know, but that's why I like it. I like that feeling of that,
What's your favorite Halloween candy?
My favorite Halloween candy would have to be a Reese's peanut butter cup.
I'm with you on that one. That's totally a big fan.
I'm right there between that and maybe a Snickers.
What's your favorite candy bar?
That has to be a Snickers, I think, probably. Or you know what it is? Actually, I like a whatchamacallit or a Take 5.
Take 5s are pretty good. They got the pretzels inside of them. What about you?
I used to go full bore into those Hershey's special dark chocolate miniatures that you used to get all the time. If my sister had a bunch of them, I'd be all over that.
You're the guy who likes the dark, because I get the bag.
I love that.
I get the bag and I eat the dark ones last because they're hardest to eat.
I bought a bag a couple of weeks ago. It's a miniature bag of specifically dark chocolate. It's Hershey's special dark. It's Hershey's dark crispy ones. It's kind of like a what's the Crackle, but with the dark chocolate. Everything was dark chocolate.
Good.
Dark chocolate with peanuts.
I prefer that over a milk chocolate.
Really?
Oh, I love it. Love.
You know how expensive that's going to be now? Dark chocolate.
Oh yeah. Well, I love whatchamacallit. I don't like
Good bar.
Whatchamacallits are good bars.
They are good.
But I like fast breaks. I love
I can't remember the last time I had a fast break.
Oh, I did. I've had a fast break.
That's like I like the peanut butter cup, but it's a little too. I don't know. You can tell the quality has been kind of going downhill on those.
What about a outrageous? Baby Ruth.
Not a big fan of the
not
baby.
bad.
Really? I like a baby.
How do you feel about a Zag Nut? You like a good Zag Nut?
Not a Zag Nut.
Is that a candy bar, or is that?
Not a Zag Nut. I like the bar. It looks attractive to look at, but not to eat it.
Oh well.
I like the fast break is the nougat. I like the nougat.
You like a good nougat?
I like the nougat.
Yeah, but you see, by the Three Musketeers, I find there's almost too much nougat and not enough flavor. It's a disappointing thing.
The
to me.
fast break is a perfect ratio from chocolate, peanut butter to nougat. It's like a trifecta of good smooth eating.
It is a chocolatey explosion in your mouth. I don't think anyone can deny that.
I'm going to submit that I don't think a fast break's really a candy bar. It's more of a cross between a protein energy bar than a candy bar.
I don't know. It's got a lot of sugar in it, so I wouldn't really necessarily classify it as a protein bar. Has a lot more protein in it versus the sugar content.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Maybe if there was a little more protein in the nougat.
You know what I find, and this is a word of warning. I give this warning to everybody every year. Yeah. If you are the kind of person on Halloween night that is dispensing healthy snacks for children, you have to be prepared to spend the next 3 days removing toilet paper from the outside of your house.
We had a dentist in our neighborhood, and that son of a bitch used to give out toothbrushes.
What a jackhole that guy is.
God.
There's your free toothbrush, kids. You're going to need it from all that candy you've been eating.
Yeah, well, here's a fire extinguisher so you can get rid of that flaming bag of dog crap out the front porch.
Yeah, by the way, what a terrible business person that dentist is.
He had an office in his house. It was like a bi-level house. And then downstairs was the dentist office, and upstairs was his living place.
My dentist, Dr. Farley, gave out candy. He was an old school dentist.
Yeah.
He was the best.
What do they give out of that dentist office in Springfield with the bars on the windows? There's one right on Maple Street. It's got the bars. It says open.
It's got a dentist office.
It says it's a neon open sign in the window, and it says dentist, and it has the bars all over the window.
Is that to prevent people from getting in or prevent people from getting out?
Well, that's kind of where I'm going with it. What is that, a secret torture chamber, or is that just the way it is down there?
It's like Dustin Hoffman and Marathon Man when he's getting his tooth drilled by Sir Laurence Olivier right down to the root.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking is going on there. Well, that's right on Maple Street. It looks like
it's a good advertisement for him.
It could be a pizza shop or it could be a dentist office. You wouldn't know until you read the sign up. It says dentist. It just says dentist.
Nothing else.
With an open sign.
Not who the dentist is.
No.
I see that you are not flossing between your teeth.
I'm going to have to pull that picture up because it was because I took a picture of it years ago.
I feel like you have to, as a dentist, advertise your name. Isn't that like a legal thing?
I don't know if it's illegal. I don't know. I know. All I know is that this thing had the neon sign that didn't look like your typical dentist office.
That's weird.
Let's see.
Look more like a bail bondsman type of office.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
well, that's what I'm getting at. It kind of looked like more of a fun palace than it did than a dentist office. I'll find the picture and I'll show it to you. Officers in South Hadley responded to the intersection of routes 202 and 33 for an accident between a car and a landscaping truck that was towing a trailer Friday afternoon. The landscaper probably didn't have the cone outside of the car.
That's probably why.
After talking to witnesses, police said they learned that a single car driven by Megan Flannery of Chesterfield, New Hampshire, failed to stop for a red light and hit a landscaping truck in the middle of the intersection. Her car then caught fire, but it was quickly put out. When police spoke with Flannery, who was driving with her young child in the car, they determined she was under the influence of alcohol and arrested. That child was released into their father's custody, and Flannery now faces several charges, including operating under the influence of liquor and endangerment of a child while operating under the influence.
Live free or die, baby.
Rocky road ahead for this lady.
Those New Hampshire people do it different.
I was telling Bax earlier this morning that I like to go on Facebook and look these people up and see who they are. And I typed in this woman's name, and before I could even get to the L in Megan Flannery, it said Megan Flannery, Chesterfield, New Hampshire, because all these people are searching to see.
Trying to see?
Yeah.
If she was really hot, do you think you'd shoot her a message?
Well, we got into the conversation about maybe she could be part of that. If she is good looking, she could be part of that group. The I can fix her.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Hilarious Facebook.
They got some good gals on there.
I'm not a member of it, but it shows up in my feed sometimes, and just the comments alone are worth the price of admission.
I can fix her. There's one brand new one. She's not that good.
Well, I'm still waiting to be approved.
Well, this one.
You're very selective.
DUI, open container. That's not a big. That's not a big deal.
She's an attractive lady.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You could fix her.
You could fix her.
Yeah, but see, this is where looks are not important. You see, because anyone at any level of attractiveness can commit a really horrible crime.
Yeah. This one, who's good looking, but what you just said, to your point, police in Kentucky say Stephanie Carquist poured salt into the engine of her ex-boyfriend's ex-car, glitter in the AC vent, slashed a tire, cracked the windshield, cracked the rearview mirror, and shattered the car's radio screen. Somebody else can fix her.
You know what I blame? You know who I?
Somebody else.
Yeah.
You know who I blame for that? I blame that Carrie Underwood or whatever. The
one about
that country song.
Yeah, Jesus Take the Wheel.
No, not that one. That's a great one, but no, that I smashed. Took a Louisville Slugger to both headlights. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, you're a psychopath, and all these women are singing it like it's a great song. It's like, how about you?
Well, I mean, it's not unlike gangster rap, where people are idolizing death and murder.
Not a big fan of gangster rap either.
Maybe Carrie Underwood wouldn't have to sing a song like that if she weren't wronged so many times by dopes like us.
Poor Carrie Underwood.
Yeah, I know. You got to feel bad for her.
Yeah, she got
was that
back
Carrie Underwood? Was that who sung it? Or
I think it was Carrie Underwood. Yeah,
she was real angry in that song, though.
Well, listen,
she wasn't angry from all the residuals she got from singing that dumb song.
Yeah,
that's true.
Won an American Idol. She was pretty happy that day.
Your Pioneer Valley forecast today is going to be rainy this morning, then cloudy this afternoon with a high of 63. Tomorrow, mix of sun and clouds with a high of 59. It is 54 right now in downtown Springfield. I'm Steve Nagle, and that's the news on Rock 102. Oh, yeah.
To Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 8:51, and Lenny Kravitz with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
It's going to be cloudy today with a high of 63. It's 54 in downtown Springfield.
Dee Doyle has been in the studio before. She organized RD26. It's a foundation. It's got a pretty amazing backstory to it. Dee, welcome back.
Hi, guys. Thanks for having me again.
Thanks for coming in. Tell us about RD26. That's for Ryan Doyle. That is your son, Ryan, who passed away what year? I'm sorry?
2019.
2019 from cancer. Can you tell us a little bit about Ryan and all the great things that he was known for?
Well, Ryan was an athlete. He was a wonderful son, and he passed away from osteosarcoma in 2019, and we started this foundation to help others, mostly children that are affected by childhood cancer, in his name. And in the last 6 years, it's been inspiring how much support we've had, so that says, like, what kind of kid he was.
What kind of things do you do for kids with cancer?
Well, we have given a sizable donation to the infusion suite at UMass in Worcester, the Children's Infusion Suite, and that's going to be opening at the end of this year, and it's going to be named after him.
Oh, that's awesome.
And we give families that have children that are affected by any type of cancer, we give them donations, usually $1,000 at a time, with just directly to them.
Wow.
So anybody who donates to us, your money is going directly to kids who need it.
And it's a continuation of who Ryan was as a person. Always wanted to give, always wanted to help out other people, and this is just another way of continuing his memory.
Yes.
Through other people who can use this help. So that's great that you guys do that.
Yeah.
Now you got a couple of events that are coming up.
We do.
The one that coming up soon, November 8th, is the Run for Ryan 5K and 1 mile walk. Tell us a little bit about that event.
Well, it's $30 and a road race.
It's not $20 and a dinner and a comedy show? Yeah.
No, it's $30 in a road race or a walk. It's November 8th. It's at Fountain Park, and it's just for a good cause. It's going to be fun.
And you have raffles and things like that going on throughout there? Or
No. No,
Oh.
typically we don't have raffles at this fundraiser. It's just fun. Just show up, get some exercise.
But you do other things throughout the year too, is right? This isn't just the only event that you do.
Oh no, we have very successful golf tournament every year. Actually, we're doing a RD26 night at the Thunderbirds.
Oh, when is that going to be?
December 27th.
27th.
Wow.
Yeah,
All right.
that's on the website, rd26.org. In fact, even you would have some pictures from the golf tournament too. So I mean, you guys have been very, very busy with this.
We have been. We've been very busy, and it's been going wonderful, and it's very inspiring to me as his mom how long this has lasted, and how many people support us.
That's one of the hard things to do when it comes to any any charitable organization is sustaining it over a period of time. It does become a lot of work, and you grow, and sometimes it becomes a little overwhelming. But you've done some things here that are pretty good. Brand new website, a lot more events. There's a lot of focus going on here, and I think that probably helps quite a lot.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, we've done very well. We're doing very well. We've given out over close to $250,000 in our 6 years.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
That's tremendous.
Great. And so if somebody wanted to sign up for the run, again, happening on November 8th, Fountain Park, how do they do that?
They can go directly to the website. There's a link that'll bring you right to the sign-up page.
And it's rd26.org
Correct.
is the website. Dee Doyle, thank you so much for your
Thanks
time.
for having
coming.
me.
Of
Our
course.
sign-ups really got boosted after I came on here last year.
Oh, we hope that happens
All
again.
right,
We
well,
have a lot of athletes
let's
that
boost it
listen to
again.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dee Doyle, great to see you.
Thank you, guys.
It's 8:56 on Rock 102.